They were heralded as the darlings of their genre and often seen as spokespeople for the cause. Once exposed, however, their journey from famous to infamous was fast and furious. After a period of righteous indignation and self-defense, most disappeared quietly into the night. Some returned their awards, others did not. Some apologized, others did not. What they can never undo is the harm they caused indigenous people. The harm done. Pretendians take up grants, scholarships, jobs, and positions earmarked for indigenous candidates. Pretendians steal the spotlight from genuine indigenous artists and leaders. Pretendians capitalize on historical and ongoing trauma. Their actions further traumatize indigenous people by cheapening their lived experience. They groom elders as allies to verify authenticity. Elders are humiliated and embarrassed for being duped when the pretendian's cover is blown. They coerce an elder to spend time with them by offering payment when they know the funds are needed. When a pretendian wins the prize, gets the job, reaps the honors and accolades, and sells the books, music, and art, they do so by pushing legitimate indigenous professors, judges, therapists, and musicians out of that space. Not winning the prizes, jobs, honors, accolades, and money from sales changes the course of history for the indigenous person they beat out. When a pretendian reaches the highest platform, they are heralded as mentors and role models, as examples that hard work and commitment mean anything is possible.
I need y'all to peep what he's saying in this article. And I need you to look around the room, or when I say room, I mean on YouTube, and look to see who is popular and who gets all the credit and shine. He says, when a pretendian reaches the highest platform, they are heralded as mentors, role models, as examples that hard work and commitment mean anything is possible. When these role models and mentors are exposed, their fans, what happens? What happens, y'all? When we correct them, what happens? Their fans and supporters feel anger and betrayal and sometimes a loss of hope. Some of them. But the ones we know are angry at us. But it doesn't stop there. Listen to what he say.
Their fans and supporters feel anger, betrayal, and sometimes a loss of hope. Students of fraudsters in academia are particularly affected as they are left questioning everything they learned. Pretendians occasionally become the darlings of the media and become the go-to people to speak with on all sorts of topics on behalf of indigenous peoples.
See, Sarnetta? This is why I tagged you in that post and I said what I said. I said your platform has become a bigger detriment for Black people. It used to be all about Black people. It used to be very pro-Black people. But you allow pretendians to occasionally become the darlings of the media space that you created and become the go-to people to speak to with on all sorts of topics on behalf of everybody else. Then he goes on to say,
the harm done by pretendians in academia is particularly insidious. Structural trickle-down of having non-indigenous people with non-indigenous community standpoints rising through the ranks to raise up and theorize indigenous peoplehood, sovereignty, and anti-colonialism. These people become thought leaders, institutional decision makers, and policy advisors to the governmental leaders with regulatory and economic power over our people. They pinch academic and public discourse about who we allegedly are, what our lives allegedly look like, and what they think should be done about and to us.
That's someone that's indigenous stating that. They're calling you frauds and you're fucking up their path. And you don't know what you're talking about because you're not a part of their communities. You're not in none of their meetings. You're not on reservations. You ain't blood tied in. You scared of DNA. You claim blood oaths. But then when they go look at the blood oath chart, you ain't even a third, a fourth, or 1/16th, or a 10th. You ain't none of that.